Welcome to AgriBot channel. Today we are looking at an inspiring success story from Jharkhand, where scientific papaya cultivation helped tribal farmers earn better income from a familiar backyard crop. From better planting methods to disease control and nursery business, this story shows how small technical changes can create big livelihood impact. Papaya is already a known fruit crop in Jharkhand, especially in tribal households, where it is commonly grown near the home. But for many farmers, cultivation was mostly traditional and small-scale. That means the crop was used for home consumption, but its full income potential was not being realized. This is exactly where scientific cultivation practices made a major difference. To bridge this gap, ICAR-RCER's Farming System Research Center for Hill and Plateau Region, Ranchi, conducted papaya technology demonstrations in Gumla, Ranchi, and Lohardaga during 2018-19. The program was taken up under the tribal subplan of the ICAR All India Coordinated Research Project on Fruits. Pradhan, an NGO working on farm livelihoods, provided hand-holding support at the field level. This combination of scientific guidance and local mobilization helped the program reach farmers effectively. Before planting started, the focus was on building confidence and practical knowledge among tribal farmers. Around 8 extensive field trainings and exposure visits were organized so farmers could understand scientific papaya cultivation step by step. Nearly 1,300 tribal farmers received training through this effort. This is important because good results in horticulture usually begin with proper training, not just seed distribution. The demonstrations included papaya varieties Red Lady, NSC 902, and Ranchi Local. Ranchi Local was already familiar to farmers because it is hardy and comparatively less susceptible to pests and diseases. The program reached more than 600 tribal farmers, fields with about 30,000 plants established. So this was not a small pilot but a large-scale practical demonstration under real village conditions. One major issue with Ranchi Local is that it is dioecious, which means male and female flowers come on separate plants. In traditional planting, only about 50 to 60% of plants would finally bear fruits. To solve this, farmers were advised to plant 3 seedlings per pit and remove the male plants after flowering starts. This simple scientific practice increased fruiting plants to 80 to 90% and significantly improved production. A very good example is SMT Roopwanti Diri from Dubang village in Lohardaga district. She planted 45 Ranchi local papaya plants in nearly 200 square meters by following the recommended method, and 38 plants turned out fruiting. She began selling vegetable papaya when the plants were just 5 to 7 months old, and later sold the remaining produce as ripe fruits after 10 to 13 months. Altogether, she earned a net income of 15 rupees 950, showing how even a small area can generate useful household income. Another important intervention was micronutrient application, especially boron at 0.3%. With 4 sprays, flower and fruit drop was reduced by around 22 to 35% and yield increased by 15 to 20% regardless of variety. For papaya ring spot virus or PRSV, an integrated management approach was used. Farmers planted disease-free seedlings, avoided host crops like cucurbits and solanaceous vegetables nearby, removed weeds, sprayed neem oil monthly, and used systemic insecticides when needed. The overall impact of the program was quite impressive. Farmers' income increased from as little as 1 rupee, 200 to as high as 1 rupee, 75,000, depending on the area under papaya and how well the crop was managed. Just as important, successful results encouraged other farmers in nearby villages to take up papaya cultivation. In many rural areas, visible success in one field becomes the strongest extension message. Seeing the demand for planting material, the program also promoted papaya nursery raising as an entrepreneurship opportunity. Around 16 progressive farmers from Gumla and Lohardaga were trained in improved papaya nursery raising and given inputs like polybags and seed. These growers produced more than 28,000 seedlings and sold them to nearly 1,000 farmers during April and May 2020. At an average sale price of 10 rupees per plant, they earned around 12,000 rupees profit in just 3 months, which was especially valuable during the COVID-19 lockdown period. This success story clearly shows that scientific papaya cultivation can become a strong livelihood option for tribal farmers in Jharkhand. The government of Jharkhand has also started promoting papaya cultivation under different state and centrally sponsored schemes in recent years. With proper hand-holding from scientific institutions, this crop can support returning migrant laborers and small farmers alike. The key lesson is simple. When local crops are backed by good science, they can become reliable income generators. So this Jharkhand success story proves that even a backyard crop like papaya can become a serious source of income with the right scientific practices. If you found this useful, like the video, share it with fellow farmers and agriculture students, and subscribe to AgriBot channel for more real field success stories.